At 400 Tucker. On at 5, they're underneath pounds. Punk, Washington, Casper, Ferris. At 540 pounds. Ryder Punk, Washington, David Casper, Ferris.
I always enjoy watching these little guys wrestle. They're so active when they do things. Nice takedown, snatches her down, spawn, have a reverse back, two for the takedown. Nice attempt to score with it. Like they set that up, I rolled through twice, not really looking to score, but then the third roll through and got his points. That's, as you said, if 3-point near fall, he'll lead 5-0. Last time they got to scramble and he wanted to scramble, he's on a shot. Rolling the elbow, which I always like to see people do their initial shot. Harlem boys locked it across to get a stalemate and come back to the center. Jeff Powers and Tim Dodge will be a referee on this match.
At 26 pounds. Jared Gomez, led by North, Smith, Machesney, Wakefield Central. At 2, Jared Gomez, led by North, Machesney, Wakefield Central. This is again a reminder to wrestlers, if you're not on deck, you should be up in the stands. Wrestlers, if you're not on deck, you should be up in the stands, please. Keep the walkway areas clear, keep the areas around the mat uncongested.
Afraid to make a mistake. Next points would be huge. Whoever gets those should be right back where they need to be.
Is we can barely hear these guys, and the PA is going loud. I wonder if these guys I don't know. I mean, Flash just texted me, he said, my Mac sounds fine, your Mac sounds fine.
Really? What to get
just letting you know, man.
Alright, thanks.
our winner will be LJ Bentley. Four decisions going to advance to the finals. Finals this afternoon about 2 o'clock.
On mat 1, at 126 pounds, Jordan Laster, Montini, Jordan Northrup, Harlem. Mat 1, 126 pounds, Laster, Montini, Northrup, Harlem.
And we'll let Mike get through with our sponsor for this next match before we get done. Harris will be red singlet out there. He's got the run.
On mat 6, at 132 pounds.
I think it might be picking up.
Mike Sport.
Austin, strike here, Rockford.
He said online that you can hear the announcer really clear and barely hear our announcer. I wondered if it's not picking up that loud.
Nice front headlock on here. They reverse position away from Harris is on the throwing that arm, rushing 2-on-1.
Mat 6, Kyle St. Edward. Strike check, Rockford.
New rule this year at the edge of the map that came into play. And we're going to have Dan Folsom's going to come over sometime and kind of help us explain.
Check the cable. I think they're
On mat 3, 126 pounds. Chris Walters, Iowa, City West. Chance Driscoll, St. Edward. Walters, Iowa City West. Driscoll, St. Edward. Mat 3. On mat 5, 126 pounds, Joey Nelson, Lincoln Way Central, Nick Gill, First Place South, mat 7, 126 pounds, Nelson, Lincoln Way, Gill, First Place South.
It's a real nice technique. He's got a good finish out. It's 3-0. Nice looking move. His beater from Marist on the shot. Now they're talking about it. Previous years, yeah. Previous years, that's automatic too. Now it's a new rule.
This is the audio from the board. It sounds good.
Well, it would just come through as it's just supposed to come through as a dazzle, so that's the kind of.
On mat 2, 132 pounds, Johnny Gozinski, Winter North, George Fisher, Mountain Academy. Mat 2, 150 pounds, Gozinski, Winter North, Fisher, Mountain Academy.
That goes back to some of our sponsors for the day. A lot of these are wrestling schools that are up there in the suburbs and so on. They do just like the same thing.
Results from the championship semifinals.
I gotta come out and tape out.
LJ Bentley, St. Edward, 1-4 decision. Jake Shogun, St. Edward,
Did I hear this song?
That's what he's saying. It's really loud. And that's why I'm wondering if it's real good.
Well, the mic's turned off on this. That's the thing. Let me see if I can do a little playing around.
That's exactly how we had it.
J.J. Rule from the North. Sean Murray, Wheat North. Man 4, 130 pounds. Wolf, North. East North.
North and Albert from Dakota. And Albert's a unique situation here. Tell us a little bit about him as we watch. He's on top, by the way. He's ahead 2-0 in the middle of the second period.
This is the should we get through this match? He's on top right now.
Are we plugged into the right colors and everything?
Matches between multi-title state champions in this state are extremely rare. The second time players have to go through that situation.
It's a great deal. He's a Class A wrestler competing with the AAA kids, and it's very unusual.
J.J. Rayleigh struggled badly a couple of weeks ago. He beat him 8-2. Now he's got his uncle Edo he's ahead 2-0.
The only other thing I can try is to bring it out of. I think that's the
period. Keep you informed. Nice tilt over here by.
Nobody works harder than Josh.
The only other thing I can think to do is. It's also the same setup we have down there. I can maybe run out of the main out in the RCA.
You want me to check the one down there?
Yeah, I think that one just might be hot because check that one and see that one might be hot.
Maroon singlet, Marmaleo, he's on the bottom in the black singlet. Again, watch how active he is on top. Started on the left side, just moved to the right to get his ride on.
There's Peach riding him hard.
It's always tough to coach a relish. Nice wall, handed so he could score in a scrambled position. Marmaleo's got to be able to score here. Inside a minute and 30. Active on top to keep the referee. He's going to fight him all day if he wants to stay active with the game.
This ball is in the center round of the 96-bar weight class. Michael Patel, Dvorak. 97 decision. Jimmy, Machesney. 17 decision, no time.
Albert's got to stay active with his feet, real active with the hands, but his feet keep the hip to hip. Be interesting to see if they'll let him stay there for 36 more seconds.
This is the kind of match. This is Pennsylvania.
Let him ride off things out there. Some big coaches, they're like Till number 2, got the 2 count. Adjust his hips. Takes a lot of hip strength to score that too.
2-1 tilt makes it 4-1 for Albert. Now under 20 seconds left to go.
And now here, Duda's got a 5-2 lead with 28 seconds.
And he's out to the side.
He's just to be able to keep the stall. Inside 5, so it looks like 2. Josh Albert from Dakota. Real nice.
138 pounds.
22 seconds left. Duda leads 3. They're on their
Ryan Holbridger, Winfield Central. At 638 pounds, Matmen. St. Edwards, Holbridger, Winfield Central.
Moss has done a great job pounding, got himself in good position, and was able to get out of bounds.
On that 130 pounds, Mario Lavelle, Barrett. Jose Champagne, Martini. Lavelle, Barrett, Champagne, Martini, Matmen.
Real nice match. Guido hangs on.
How's it down there?
It's kind of the same issue.
I
I have a quick solve, but
Marmaleo Albert.
I'm going to stick around.
Okay.
On that 138
Think it's
pounds,
something here?
Carter, James, Dakota.
It's something in the computer.
Robbie McKinnon, Liquidway Central. At 138 pounds, James, Dakota. McKinnon, Liquidway Central.
Last year comes out on the team with Israel Martinez and their coach. Just got a wrestling factor out
Go to Princeton, so he's an excellent student as well.
there. All right, we'll get Mike in with one of our sponsors as we get started.
Yeah, and this match will be brought to you by High Wrestling, holding champions at every level since 2007. Iron Sharp Diamonds.
All right, here we go. Northrop's in the orange singlet. Oscar's in the dark maroon with the black stripes on it.
Matt 138 pounds. Manny Silva, Onega. Joey Gunther, Libertyville. Matt 138 pounds. Manny Silva, Onega. Gunther, Libertyville.
He's attacking the opposite leg. Those kids do. He's got it locked out. He's got to take that other leg away. He's got to get to it. He's real slowly adjusting that. Oscar gets it.
On that 138 pounds, Chris Garcia, Martini. Nick Peters, Chris Lake South, 138 pounds, next force, Garcia, Martini. Peters, Chris Lake South. Result from the 113-pound weight class in semifinals.
This position 3 or 4 times.
Round 3, Providence Catholic, 8-6 decision. Mark Duda, Paris, 5-3 decision. Result from the 7-round ratio, 115 pounds. Jack Denny, Harlem, 6-3 decision. Keith Lawson, Luke North, 7-5 decision.
Good luck on the video with this one and bad luck on the other.
Knees, controls the elbow. It looks like he's real comfortable down there trying to set things up. Master's trying to get a little more active here, trying to get him off balance. Investing in the inside.
I know it's wrong. It's taking the sound from the computer. It's not taking
That's what I thought.
That's exactly what it's doing.
I think it's supposed to sound from the computer.
It's the sound coming from the internal mic of the computer.
Result from the semifinals, 120-pound weight class. County, Jimenez, Army Academy, 11th decision. Joshua Melber, Dakota, 22 decision.
See if he stays active with his hand.
Results for the 7th-round consolation practice 140 pounds. Steve Polkowski, Libertyville, 6-4 decision. David Jasper, Paris, 91, big decision.
Because they can't hear you out of here, but everything's getting blown up. It's definitely, it's way over-modulated. It's got to be coming from there.
Fast off this is a low there to get there. The more you move, the more the rest of the level. He's never come out of it. Now under 30 seconds, they're riding all day long. There's about
good job of trying to keep those legs up under 15 seconds. At this point, the next step is here's where Lester's got to use the choice here in the fourth quarter. I can't understand that underneath because the rhythm so hard. Yeah, he's going to go to the call. He needs to use his quickness, get to a shot, and start forcing some things. He likes to get down there where he's confident.
If you are not wrestling,
plenty of chances to score.
please keep the waterways clear. If you are not currently wrestling or like that, please keep the waterways clear and find a place to sit in the bleachers.
For some reason, I lost picture over here. I lost picture over here, so now it's back. Loose.
Oh, it might have been that ocean.
On man 6, 145 pounds. Michael Semke, Montini. Bryce Brill, Mount Carmel. Max 6, 145 pounds. Semke, Montini. Brill, Mount Carmel. On man 5, 145 pounds. 3.
Your movement! Your movement!
I'm hoping sometime today we'll get a chance maybe.
Man 3, at 145 pounds. Bernie Silva, Hanaminga. James Mosher, Edwardsville. 145 pounds, man 3. Bernie Silva, Hanaminga, Mosher, Edwardsville. Man 4, at 150 pounds. Luke Fortuna, Montini, Ryan Martin. And 450 pounds, Fortuna, Montini, Ryan.
Keep it flat! Keep it flat! Keep it flat! Break down again! Break down again! Go! Be careful, be careful, man. In control. Break down.
Yeah, it's bad. Still audio, and as soon as one group gets done, I'm going to reset it real quick and see what I can make out of it.
No rolls, no rolls. Yes, 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 get it, get it. Yes, that works. That works.
Results from these semifinals, 146 pound weight class. Jared Cortez, won by North, 18-5, major decision. Jordan North from Paula, 7-3 decision. Results from the 7th round, consolation, 126 pounds. Chris Walker, Dallas City West, 6-4 decision overtime. Nick Gill, first up, 10-1, major decision.
Keep working, Manny.
In this case, you talk about
keep it. That work. That work. Short time.
Inside 10 seconds, boy, from Liberty goes. Been big to get a point here, but they'll still be 2 behind. And I'm assuming the boys will be able to take
it. Right away.
Mistake would be you.
To your feet, Manny. Hey, 1 then 2. 1 then 2. Let's go.
2-0 third period. It's on the bottom. Mike, shift over to mat 6 for a second. That's our other matchup. From St. Ed's. He's in the gold singlet. He's wrestling from Plainfield Central.
Up, up. Keep that hand. Keep that hand.
We're 3-1 third period there.
Up,
The
up,
boys
to your
from
feet.
St. Ed's on top. So Mike, why don't we stay there and watch the end of this? One in front of us.
Put to your feet, Manny.
Then
There
St.
you go.
Ed's with the lead.
Kick, 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 kick. Now wrestle here. Move your feet. Move your feet.
A minute and 30 seconds left.
Move your feet.
Cross body right in from the boy from St. Ed's. Everything you said is.
Go here. Go here.
Coach,
Carry the head.
There's one from Harlem.
Yes, sir.
Look at the hip strength.
Get back, coach. Get back, coach. Grind them out. Grind them out on top.
Turf or some such thing.
It just looks like he wants to stay active just to ride it out. Here's who called the stalemate. Plainfield one needs to get moving here on the list once that lane comes in.
Red 2. At 150 pounds, Tyler Schneider, Lakeway Central. Marcus Chanel, St. Edwards. Red 2, 150 pounds, Schneider, Lakeway Central. Chanel, St. Edwards.
Something quick to score that point. Scoring the 2, excuse me. That should be a good match. Mike, you want to just stay there for the next one?
Hunter Rollins, Hershey, King of Libertyville. Red 1, 150 pounds, Rollins, Hershey.
You want me to try it now?
Libertyville. Odd man 6, at 150 pounds.
One thing, Sepke got the whizzer in to control one shot off of him.
We'll keep an eye on these other 2 matches for you.
All right. And I just enjoy watching Brill on his feet. He is so active, and Sepke's so well coached, just not quite as athletic, I think, as Brill is.
Right.
It's a nice deal for Mount Carmel. They've got 2 boys here in the semifinals wrestling at the same time, so their program's obviously back up there to where they want to be.
Murphy trying to work the gable bar there. Jackson was able to roll out of it and get the escape.
Brill gets a takedown with 20 seconds to go, so he leads 4-1.
4-1 for Murphy. He did have the 2-point near fall.
So
final 6 seconds of the first period here on 2.
Yeah, we'll end Mat 6 with should be 4-1 in favor of Brill, I believe. They just changed it. Well, something happened over here, and we weren't paying a whole lot of attention, I don't think, but apparently the boy from Mount Carmel
took a swing at him, I think.
I didn't see what led up to it because we were focused on the other mat.
Yeah, they're both being Murphy's a little upset, and I think takes a lot to get him upset. And they're still trying to talk down Jackson here.
I didn't see what led up to it, tell you the truth, but he's still not real calm.
There's a twin brother Nuntre out there trying to talk some sense into him as well. Now I don't know what's going on here.
Well, like you said, Murphy's usually so low-key and calm, but something happened over there. Brill's in on a nice shot again.
They're taking him off. And it's over.
That's a shame when something like that has to happen in a big tournament as far as a boy losing his poise and so on. But you have to give Murphy credit. He kept his poise for the most part, so he'll advance to the finals. And we'll try and find out for you what happened on the particular situation.
That was a pretty physical ride that Murphy had there throughout the first period. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary about it.
Part of the sport, being tough when you're on top. But Brill over here leads Sepke 7-1 with 50 seconds left in the second period. Brill had one of the more exciting state finals matches last year as far as excitement, movement, and things like that. I think he ended up losing it in the sudden victory part of it.
Right, got ridden out 2 periods in a row there, and that was the difference.
And there was more potential points in those 2 periods than you could imagine for nobody ever scoring. And he's
Brill will ride him out here in the second period, so he'll lead 7-1 going to the third.
We got Hunter going on in front of, starting in front of us. We have Hunter Rollins of Hersey, Kane McCallum of Libertyville.
Yeah, this would be at 160
already
pounds.
up to 160.
Yeah, it moves pretty quick when you do them on 3 mats. Again, Brill with a nice lead, 7-1. He's in on another shot. Spins his hips to the left real hard. And now he's just looking for a stalemate maybe because Sepke did a great job of countering. We're inside a minute and a half. Mike, why don't you put us back here to mat 1 for
Edgar Bright is advanced to the finals.
All right, here we are back on mat 1 at 160 pounds. Rollins from Hersey's in the brown singlet. McCallum from Libertyville's in the black singlet. We're 0-0 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the first period. Again, as the bigger kids come in, you'll see a lot of different styles as far as wrestling. More, nice roll through. No points yet. He's got to pop that head.
No, nice job of coming back out.
Real nice.
You know, Rollins shot with that bad shoulder and almost gave it up and was able to roll through and get the 2.
That's the one thing we can talk about maybe later on as we get to these bigger weight classes. How do you like the new weight class? I know this is our second or third year where we added the weight class at the top. Do you think that's worked out well?
Well, I just don't see where we have enough big kids to fill these weight classes. I know what the National Federation's trying to tell us, but I'm just not buying what they're selling. I've written about this on numerous occasions, and I just wrestlers still weigh between 120 and 160 pounds. I just don't see nearly half our weight classes being put at the outlying end of the scale being a good idea, because every large population has a bell curve distribution to it, and for us to believe that wrestling's any different, that just is beyond what a reasonable person should think.
All right, Hunter Rollins will lead 2-0 going into the second period. And while we're talking about some things, Rob, hopefully people understand that you run Illinois Best Weekly, do a lot of the individual and team rankings, and they know you from that. But more importantly, you've got a new book out. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this book?
Well, thanks. It's called Tales from the Mat, Illinois High School Wrestling at 75. And we've sold out of our first printing, so the demand's been great, and we really haven't done a whole lot of individual marketing of the book yet, but it's a 500-page book, and it covers the entire history of wrestling in the state of Illinois, and obviously a lot of emphasis on the past 15 or 20 years, but there's a lot of great stories, great reminiscences in the book, and you want a copy? Just go to www.centermatpress.com, and you can order it using any major credit card. And we're into our second printing now, so it's there. It's there. It's there for the surfing. Let's say.
Yeah, for all you people who really enjoy the history of wrestling, it's a great book as far as Rob's researched a lot of different things. I think there's a lot of different interviews you did.
A lot of different interviews, new interviews in this book with Mark Gervais, with Mike Poles, with Keith Healy, with Eddie Walt, with Mike Baer and J.D. Oliva, as a matter of fact. So
two of the legends of Illinois Matmen right there. We're still
there's we we bring you history not just through my eyes, but through the eyes of a lot of other people. And over 200 photos in this book. You'll, wait till you see the cover. This cover will just knock your socks off. Mike Finn, my editor at Win Magazine, designed it and did such a great job with it. And you'll get the feeling you're in the assembly hall when you take a look at it.
Rollins with another takedown. He leads 4-1 over McCallum from Libertyville. And we're 41 seconds left there in the second period. McCallum's got to get a point here to get back in this match. He scores one.
And for you Class A fans, I didn't mention this, have a story about the Dakota teams from 2006 that put that school on the map through Pete Alber's retrospective. So we got lots of Class A stuff as well.
Oh, I love Class A wrestling. Some of those towns are so, what's the word I'm looking for? Passionate, very good about their programs and stuff. We'll let Mike in real quick here with one of our sponsors so we get caught up there.
Yeah, this match is going to be brought to you by Jim Wolf Appraisal Service. And he just wanted to say good luck to all the Dakota wrestlers. He's a Dakota guy, and to all wrestlers competing this weekend at the Dvorak.
Yeah, Dakota, I got to give them a lot of credit. Class A program comes in here against all these AAA powers. They've had 3 or 4 kids do real well. Got one in the finals. And they're going into this morning, they were 17th in the tournament out of 33 teams. So they've been very competitive.
Well, and once again, here you have a small town where, they have some great wrestlers, but those kids, a lot of them are 3-sport athletes. I mean, you look at that team that won the state title. They won the state title in football the same year. I think seven of their starters were two-way kids on the football team. So obviously they had a late start to the wrestling season, and took them, even though they were undefeated, took them a while to get some of those kids going, and so those kids are involved in the community, not just and in the lifeblood of the school. Not just on the mat, and that's what you find primarily in those small schools.
Well, and it has to happen when you only have 500-600 kids in there. You can't concentrate on one sport if you want to have success. But
exactly,
there's some great Class A programs. I mean, in our area, Leroy's got a nice one. Mercer County's got a good one. Year in and year out, Eureka runs a solid program that many of the AAA people kind of don't know a whole lot about because they're south of I-80, and I think sometimes those people don't follow the sport from down there or from up here.
Well, as my Class A friends know, I've had a soft spot for Class A wrestling probably ever since I started being involved in wrestling statewide here. I think they're such a key part of wrestling in Illinois, and it wouldn't be as much fun covering this sport without them.
And we've got a great guy who works with Illinois Matmen, does all our stuff, Mike Vest. I think you all know him as Flashy. He does a tremendous job covering the Class A stuff for us through Illinois Matmen. And we're inside 20 seconds to go here, and it's just a match where Rollins is pretty much controlled. The boy from Libertyville just can't get him out of position to score any points so far. And we're at 12 seconds. Got to lock up a throw maybe and take one chance to see if he could do it.
12 seconds left to go.
And spins behind him, so it'll be a 7-1 win. Nice win. Hunter Rollins, senior. He's now, maybe 24-0 from Hersey High School, will advance to the finals.
And over on mat 6, they're still scoreless to see who will wrestle Rollins in the finals. Xavier Montalvo of Montini is working on top against Peter Andriotti of Marist. 2 state place winners, or 1 state place winner there.
Got real high with the legs. Should bail out and take the one. Nope, he still gave him control there. Should have pushed off and taken his point. Guy tried to get too much going for himself.
They said no. Guess they went out of bounds.
Yeah, he didn't get the point.
The match starting here on mat number 1 right now. This is Dan Rowland of Willowbrook, who just got the takedown against Andrew Marsden of Crystal Lake Central.
Yeah, Marsden's brother was a super wrestler up there, and I think he's at Oklahoma State still.
Yes, he is at Oklahoma State, going to be a heavyweight, and
he's grown quite a bit since high school. I saw him last year, and he's a big heavyweight now.
Andrew just a sophomore. He's got a ways to go.
Yeah, you can tell he's young. Let's look at his muscular build and so on. He's going to grow into that body real soon. Over here on mat 6. We're still 1-0 with 4 seconds left, second period, in favor of Andriotti from Marist. He's in the red singlet. We'll go to the third period now.
2 takedowns for Roland in this match. He leads 4-2. And in on the single again.
And Montalvo takes bottom. Third period, he trails 1-0. Again, he's from Montini.
Roland switches off to the double and gets the takedown. He leads 6-2.
Yeah, right now, he's just a step too strong, I believe, for the boy from Crystal Lake.
And he cuts him at 6-3.
Okay, again, the boy from Marist got a nice ride in. Got the leg in. Here's where it's really tough once these good kids get that leg in to get out. As long as you stay active, the referee will give you time to do some things. And this is like you were talking about earlier. If we were in Iowa or Pennsylvania, he'd ride him all day long and nobody'd be saying anything to him. But here we tend to give him a quick stalemate.
And there is a stalemate. Yeah. Just 34 seconds in.
Coach Martinez over there telling him you can't let him get that leg in. You got to get your hips moving away from those legs real quick. See if he's able to do it. Pivots. Couldn't get his hips back to where he wanted him, so the leg did come in. Oh, he did catch it. It's off. Again, look at the way the boy from Marist keeps trying to slide it in, and the boy from Montini does a nice job of keeping the leg out. We're just about a minute, third period, still 1-0. Rob, do you ever see us go into a riding time situation in high school, or do you think that'd be too hard to do?
Well, we went the other way 40 years ago, close to 50 years ago. I just don't see putting that genie back into the bottle. It's 6-3 Roland as we start the second period. Marsden starts down. The thing that does concern me is, you look at our kids at the Nationals, they have a hard time getting off the bottom. And it's what I wrote about this week. They, it's just there are not a whole lot of on-the-top wrestling here.
We're at 30 seconds left. Boy's just riding the heck out of him on top there. This is Andriotti from Marist, and now they give him a warning for stalling. And that's like we were talking about in Pennsylvania. He could have laid there all day long. In Iowa, he could have laid there.
They did get the...
now he's just got to stay active for 20 seconds if he can get the leg in one more time.
Well, even in Pennsylvania, they might give it to you after a minute 40, but...
he's got the leg in, working that power half.
Yep.
Now the second leg.
That'll be enough.
So we're inside 10 seconds left. Great match as far as a lot of action with very few points scored. He's really yanking on that power half. And that'll end it. Nice win for him, 1-0. I like to see that where you can ride somebody to win a match.
Yeah.
You don't see it real often as far as stuff goes. So he'll advance to the finals there, and he'll be against Rollins from Hersey.
Dominic Abunader of St. Edward is the next match up there. Abunader going against Jack Sears of St. Rita.
Yeah, why don't we go back to mat 6 again, Mike? This could be a good one for us. Do you know anything at all about this St. Edward's boy?
Couple times state champion and headed to the University of Michigan.
Oh, that's
ranked number one in the nation in his weight. Of course, he did not wrestle in the Ironman. He sprained his ankle in practice the day day before it started. So they held him out.
Michigan's
we'll see what we've got here.
Michigan's another program on the up with Sean Bormet from Overtime went up there as an assistant. Donnie Pritzloff stepped up there from the University of Wisconsin, and I was really impressed with some of their kids last year in the Nationals.
Well, yeah, and they've got what I've ranked the #1 early signing class this year. So four kids, 4 top 2 kids. So
it's one of those things.
Murphy is one, of course.
Yep.
Abu Nader is one. George Fisher headed there. But
Abu Nader's in the gold singlet, in case we haven't reminded you of that. He's against Jack Sears from St. Rita. He'd be in the blue singlet. Sears is coming at him. I got to give him credit for that. He's more than willing to come and be aggressive. And we'll let Mike get a sponsor in here. And again, with these sponsors, thank them for everything they're doing for you for today.
Yeah, this match brought to you by Matthew Seidel of Country Financial. If something happens to you, where will your family live? Your family can stay right where they are because of a life insurance policy from Country can help you pay off a mortgage. Let's get together to make sure you have a tangible plan for financial security. Contact Matthew Seidel of Morris at 815-942-1560 or matthew.seidel@countryfinancial.com.
Abinator got a takedown. He leads 2-0. Yeah, Matt Seidel and I go back a long way. He wrestled. He's my son's age, wrestled up at Princeton. His dad and I go back, and Matt's one of the coaches up at Morris High School now, and they run a real successful wrestling program. Had a great football program, too, also. Abinator gets a near fall there. He leads 4-0.
Nice snatch single by Dan Rowland. Switches off to a double. Trying to drive through Marsden, but can't finish it. Rowland still leads 8-5.
And we'll go to the second period here. Abinator leads 4-0. And he'll have choice. And he'll go on the bottom. Here's Sears' chance to get back in the match. I know a lot of kids like to take the bottom, Rob, but sometimes it's best to be on top. Get that near fall type of thing, get you back in it if you can.
Well, of course, depends. It depends on how comfortable you are in that position. Of course, turning kids at this level is pretty difficult.
Yeah, we have seen some of those quick tilts that have been pretty successful.
Exactly.
Those must be a little harder to counter because you can't see it coming.
You might get that in the first round. Pretty hard to get in the semis.
Sears got a nice ride. His hip's where he wants it to be. Abinator hooks the leg and starts spinning, getting in a scramble type of position. And Sears, he just got to be able to throw that. Couldn't get his hip to the side to throw it. And Abinator's going to get an escape. Yep, 5-0, minute and 27 left, second period.
Abinator's really filled out nicely from the last time I saw him, which was about a year and a half ago. I remember him being kind of a doughboy at 182, but not anymore.
He's no doughboy now. Look at those thighs on him.
Yeah,
he's built for sure. He's really solid.
And he used to have that sort of curly hair. He looked like he was about 12 years old, but he's gotten rid of that as well.
Does things real hard from what I've seen. He was on his knees here, which is not a good body position.
So Dan Rowland of Willowbrook advances.
All right, Mike, let's come back here to mat number 1, excuse me. We're moving up to 195 pounds. This will be Blake Blair from Edwardsville against Cody Snodgrass from Marmion.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, Blake's in the fancy singlets there, and Cody's in the Marmion blue with the M on the side. Mike, get us the sponsor again since we're running low on time.
Yeah, before we get underway here, it's Northwestern Wrestling Camps. Head coach Drew Periano would like to invite you to attend the 2013 Northwestern Wrestling Camps. Team Camp is one of the finest in the nation, and you'll learn from wrestling legends such as Olympian and two-time NCAA champion Jake Herbert. Go to nuwrestlingcamps.com to register today or call 847-491-4637. Coaches are encouraged to call soon to reserve a spot at the team camp.
Yeah, and they've got their big tournament coming up next week, the Midlands. Hopefully we'll get somebody from over there to talk to us about what's going on with that. Blair gets the takedown. He leads 2-0.
Nice ankle pick there.
I think he's signing with University of North Carolina.
That's correct.
That'd be a nice deal for him. Go out there. A good friend of ours is one of the assistant coaches out there, and I think they're really looking forward to having him as part of the program.
And Snodgrass did a great job at the Ironman as he gets out for the escape. We won't hold it against him that 195 was the weakest weight class at Ironman.
It doesn't matter.
Fourth place at the Ironman is fourth place at the Ironman.
I don't care who you beat. That's a good
right.
tournament to come through. He's a well-built boy for 195 pounds also. Marmion's had a couple changes in their program with the coaching staff and so on.
Coaching staff, and of course going to 3A, which
true.
is,
helps our sectional because they used to be in our sectional. Yeah, so we
probably
don't have
where
to
they belong.
We don't have to deal with them anymore as far as stuff goes. But.
Exactly. Well, even without them, you have the.
It's a nice
loaded sectional once again.
Yes, it is. It's always an enjoyable one for us because we get a chance to see some of the kids out of the north that we don't get to see too much. But because we lost them and DeKalb moved up to AAA also.
Right.
So we're 2-1 with 13 seconds left, and Blair's got to make sure he doesn't make a mistake and give up a point here in the last 15 seconds. Over on our other mat, Abinator leads 10-0 with less than a minute to go in the match, so he's got it well under control. And we'll be 2-1 here going in the second period. Because that's Donnie Reynolds, one of their coaches over there. Who's the other one? Do you know, Rob? Another
Ryan
Providence.
Gumby.
Ryan Gumby. I couldn't think of his name. Thank you. And then Joe Silvestro still's. I think he's called the director of wrestling operations or whatever. He's still very involved.
Whatever title you want to give him.
Yeah, he's one that comes and does whatever needs to do, whatever you need to do. And I know his boy's wrestling out of Cornell right now.
It's 2-2 now as Snodgrass got the escape.
Again, look at the way he's controlling the elbow off the bottom. As long as you control that elbow in this position, you kind of got a chance to do some things. Makes it real hard for Blair to be able to score. Nice ankle pick. Couldn't finish it.
And in on it again, but ran out of mat.
Yep, wrong position to try it. So we're 1:19 left, second period. Again, this afternoon, 2 o'clock, we'll be back here with the finals, and Mike will also be having a feed for the third and fourth place matches. So you should be able to see all that exciting stuff. And as great as these semis have been, Rob, we should see even better things in the finals.
You'll have matches as Blair spins behind for the takedown. He leads 4-2. We're going to have the majority of matches where both wrestlers are going to be nationally ranked, and we'll fill you in on those as they happen.
Well,
16 by my count, probably in the finals.
Well, this tournament's just unbelievably run and Mick Torres does such a great job year in and year out, bringing in all these great teams, great wrestlers for the fans to be able to see. It's got to be great for the kids to come up and compete in this.
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to come to a tournament that's like a mini state tournament. You want it to be run like one, and this is definitely run like one. You can't imagine anything that runs more smoothly than this.
We've got to give Harlem High School a lot of credit, too. They treat us well, give us these nice mat side seats, make sure that our computers and all this other technology stuff that we require. It's really a nice place to come over the holidays.
Still 4-2, the lead for Blake Blair of Edwardsville, still trying to run that bar.
And he'll go to the third period.
And the second period's over. And he's going to take down.
Yeah, here's where Snodgrass in a tough situation. He's going to cut him, puts him 3 behind, so he's basically got to take him down twice or take him down to his back. And like you were talking, that's hard at this level.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to keep Blair off his legs.
Yeah, Blair's got that reaching for that ankle real consistently. I don't know if that's his go-to move or just in this match it's there because he's getting down there really nice. And for a big kid, that's unusual that he's willing to go underneath people.
Have to be impressed with what Edwardsville does coming into this tournament. They're another team that I think is a lot like Harlem, in that Blair is really their only superstar, but they put 14 solid kids out on the mat for every dual meet, and I don't know if they're going to have enough to get through the sectional, but they would be very representative at the dual state this year.
Well, I think that they may be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the top team south of I-80 year in and year out.
Yeah,
they do a great
they certainly
job.
are right now.
And their coaching staff, I coached 2 of their assistants in high school, so we still kind of follow them. And then Mark Mestemacher is one of their backers down there and just does a tremendous amount of work for Southern Illinois wrestling in general. Built that facility. I know all their kids down there, not only Edwardsville kids, but Belleville, Granite City, are involved with their off-season program. So that's the reason the South's becoming a much better wrestling area for us. He gets the cut at 7-3 here. So, again, a lot of credit to what they're trying to do. I wish in Central Illinois we could get something going like that.
I've heard so many great things about the John Davis Center. I've still never been there.
You got to, Mike, it's somewhere online. You can take a video tour of it, and it's just unbelievable as far as how nice it is.
25 seconds left in the match. Blake Blair of Edwardsville is in control.
Nice ankle
goes
pick
for
again.
another ankle pick, and he's going to finish on a high note. 9-3 is the score, and now the last 10 seconds ticking down, and just a workmanlike job by Blake Blair, the University of North Carolina signee. He wins 9-3.
Now we should have one match left here, I believe. We're going to have a heavyweight match. Is it Parker Knapp from St. Ed's against Edgar Ruano from Montini? Oh, no, it's 220. I'm sorry, my fault. Bottom of 220.
Right, going on right now at...
Let Mike get a quick plug-in for one of the people who made this available for us.
Yeah, this match is brought to you by Overtime School of Wrestling. Overtime's been a longtime supporter of Illinois Matmen and provides year-round training programs for grade school, middle school, and high school wrestlers. For more info on Overtime School of Wrestling, please visit overtimewrestling.com. You can also find Overtime on Facebook.
Early in the second period on that other match, Jordan Ellingwood of Plainfield Central, the other semifinal match at 195. He leads Mickey Pelfrey of Iowa City West by a score of 5-1. That's early in the second period.
Okay, yeah, let's get here. Let's watch the Ruano in the maroon singlet and Knapp's in the gold singlet. Again, a lot of hand fighting here. The bigger kids don't seem to be as active maybe as the lighter weight types were.
Knapp, I don't believe, placed at the Iron Man, pulling up that bracket.
Well, we've got a deal in our area. Lucas Joseph is a dominant 220-pounder around, and he doesn't get a whole lot of competition down through where we compete through.
He's hanging around the bottom end of my win rankings as well.
Yeah, I saw him. You had him ranked nationally this week.
Right.
That's a nice deal. He's a good, hard-working kid, and just like I said, he struggles to move up because he doesn't get a chance to compete against some of these people. Milano's in on a shot.
That's what the state tournament is for.
Yeah, hopefully he's ready for it because he'll come in there kind of without a whole lot of tough times he's had to go 6 minutes.
Well, it didn't keep him from reaching the finals last year, so no reason he shouldn't get there this year.
And he's one of those kids you have to like. Plays 3 sports, straight A student, probably going to go to the University of Notre Dame just to be a student, maybe play some rugby, which is a 4th sport he does. So he's hopefully he has some success.
Yeah.
And Ruano's doing a nice job of controlling the ties here. He's grabbing the wrist. And we're inside 25 seconds to go in the period. So if I remember, Joseph beat Ruano in a great match last year. Got the points right at the end to win it. And I think it was the semifinals maybe. Oh, in on a nice blast double and scores with it. So Ruano, again, scoring within 10 seconds left in the match. Period, excuse me. Real big points for him.
Ruano and Knapp did not meet at the Ironman.
Ruano takes bottom, second period.
They were on opposite sides, and Knapp actually made the round of 16 and then lost twice.
Got a nice spiral ride on him here. Got to get his hips back. He's getting a little too high with it.
Which same thing happened to Ruano. He made the round of 16 and he lost twice on the other side.
Power stand or tripod position. Knapp's trying to get that leg flipped in and can't do it. Again, not a whole lot of action, but a lot of attempted to do some things. They're kind of countering each other real well. Oh, Ruano's got to score. Stay in bounds and get your point. Nope.
Tried, ran out of mat.
Just ran it like we talked about. Well, when Dan Fulcher comes over and talks to us later about this new rule, we'll see if the referees like it. I can't imagine they have to like it too well. It's 2-0, minute and 25 seconds left, second period.
Scoreless first period on mat number 2 between Tom Howell of Marist and Daniel Zimmerman of Dakota. Howell's going to start the second period on the bottom.
So that's another Dakota boy in the semifinals. Nice deal for him.
He's gone to my number 1 or 2 spot at 220 in Class A. So
Knapp's got a nice ride on him here. Just stays tight to the hips. Pressure on him. 50 seconds left in the period. Again, watch how the bigger kids wrestle. Under control, he steps to the side to avoid the stalling call. Then he'll run back with the eye. He's going to try and turn him with the butcher. Got it locked up pretty well. Needs to get his right hand left hand so he can use it. Now he is. That was a pretty move. Stepped off, dared him to move. Ruano moved, and he locked him up and took him with it.
Key swing match in the team race here. Ruano trying to fight off. 15 seconds left to go. Don't know if that's going to be enough time for Knapp or not.
I'm not liking his chances to pin him, but he'll still take a 3-2 lead.
Yeah. 5-1, and it almost was.
Yep, he did. He kept working to get it. Now here comes the big part. Knapp's ahead 3-2 and rode the heck out of him. So you take the bottom or take top and try and ride him again. We'll see what he comes up with. He's thinking about it. He chooses top. To me, that's where I want to be. Boy, he was tough up there on top. But now he's going to change it. Now he's going to tell him he wants bottom. So, and the coach kind of shaking his head over there. I don't think he knew what he. We'll see how it works for him. Ruano's just going to cut him, so now it's 4-2.
Yep.
Again, people don't understand sometimes how much strategy comes into some of these dual meets. They think it's just, I'll walk out there and do things.
Whoa. Well, now we see why.
Why Ruano's. Oh, he cut him and.
Cut him at escape well.
Yeah, so it should be 5-4 in favor of St. Ed's.
Now he's going to cut him.
Cuts him. So 5-4, and Ruano's got to get him moving just like he did there off that scenario. A lot of time left, though. Minute and 40 seconds.
Yeah, Zimmerman was a 170-pounder last year. He's gone all the way to 220, and he looks like a pretty solid 220. I think he only grew one direction, though.
Well, like you said, you were talking about their 182-pounder. They must have a nice weight program over there because these kids are they're big, strong people right now. And Ruano, I just kind of like to watch him. He's one of those kids, he just comes at you hard, maybe not with the best technique, and he still trails 5-4 with a little over a minute left in the match.
Howell got his escape in the second period. Now Zimmerman will start down.
A lot of hand fighting here in front of us.
5-4 the lead for Parker Knapp of St. Edward. The difference, that 3-point near fall he got at the end of the second period.
And he's only a sophomore, according to what I'm reading here, so he's going to continue to get bigger and bigger.
Ralph Nichols, St. Ed's heavyweight, will come up next to here on mat 2. He'll be going against Chris McDermott of Libertyville.
Ruano's got 20 seconds left to get in a shot.
Yeah, long shot from without
Knapp
setup
hasn't been
there.
warned for stalling. He should just be circling.
Now
There's
he
the
has.
warning. He should just been circling out of there just like he's doing right now.
Ooh, he just backed right out of the circle. That was dangerous.
Israel's hoping for a stalling call. Stay low if you're the boy from St. Ed's.
Yeah.
There he did the right thing.
Well,
no, that's fine. Real nice
there
job.
It is.
Boy from Montini waited too long to come after him.
Yep.
So now we'll go to heavyweight. Should be our last match of the morning. Remember, about 2 o'clock, we'll come back with the finals. Hopefully you're available to watch them because it should be real interesting. And we're going to have, is it Ralph Nichols?
This is Ralph Nichols from St. Ed's going against Chris McDermott of Libertyville, another of their cadet national All-Americans.
And this match is going to be brought to you by Perler Wrestling Incorporated. Established in 1999, the Perler brothers run the nation's largest wrestling academy with 11 locations around the Midwest and offer their small group drill-intensive training to those living outside of these areas with their Takedown Machine Drill Camp and Dream Season Camp, the nation's first and only technique-intensive wrestling camp. Information can be found on PerlerWrestling.com and FoundationWrestling.com. Nick and Tony Perler say good luck to all wrestlers.
The cheering you're hearing from our Class A fans over there. They got another boy in the finals, Daniel Zimmerman, 220 pounds from Dakota. And so they'll have 2 kids wrestling in the championship.
So he came back and won it.
Yeah, it turned him right at the end, actually, to get the near fall to win it. And again, Libertyville in the black singlets, St. Ed's, as you've seen all morning, in the gold singlets. The St. Ed boy doesn't look like he's overly heavy.
No, he's probably maybe 230, 235 maybe.
See if he can use his quickness in order to counter the size because he looks quite a bit smaller than the boy from Libertyville.
Over on mat number 6, Andrew Gears of Neuqua Valley has a 2-0 lead in the second period over Ben Calamari of Barrington.
Yeah, why don't we go over to that mat and watch it for a little bit since it's a little ahead of this one, and this one's going to be, looks like a lot of hand fighting. So you said Neuqua Valley's on top, and he leads 2-0.
He's got the Turk in there trying to work that, trying to turn Calamari.
Got to get that leg buried maybe a little bit deeper.
Yep. Well, he's
still working at it, 30 seconds.
Cranking that bar.
It's going to be tough to get it in. His hips are just in such a bad spot. Now
20
he's adjusting.
seconds left to go.
And here's where he just wants to ride him for the last 20. Stay active with your hands, and you're all set. Inside 10 seconds. Oh, he's got a tip on him. If he could get the cheap 2 off of it right away, he'd be all set.
And just going to sit right there.
Yep, so he leads 2-0. We'll go to the third period. We're almost done.
We'll do it after
Okay. All right, we start the third period, and well, we're not able to see a whole lot over there. People are starting to stand away. Now the other boy's got the legs in on top, and Neuqua Valley's trying to counter it. He's got the he's got the leg coming off, hunting the head. Yeah, nice job of countering those.
Took him almost right to his back. Right. No back points, but the reversal for sure. It's 4-0.
4-0 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And here he's riding, looking for the tip. Got the 1 count. Look how he uses his legs to get that tip in, though. It's not just using the arms, and that's how he ended up getting him over.
2-0 the lead for Chris McDermott of Libertyville. That match on mat number 1.
Yeah, Mike, let's go back to match 1 because the boy from Neuqua Valley seems to have that one in control. Libertyville leads 2-0. Minute and 30 seconds left here in the second period. He's looking to lock up a hammer lock. And they go out of bounds. So again, last match of the morning here. Remember, get back here about 2 o'clock.
McDermott got the reversal here in the second period.
I like the way he uses his size. He stays real tight on the hips and waist and keeps his hips on the man and then works his hammerlock series. And been pretty successful riding him hard. He's got the hammerlock in with a minute to go. Now it's a good position for a heavyweight.
Yeah, he's
changed it off to an arm bar. Yeah, it's a great heavyweight move if you keep your hips on him. So hard to counter.
Oh, and he managed to stay in bounds there.
Yeah, that's
wow.
just such a good
There
move.
it is. And there's the fall for McDermott in 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
So he'll advance to the finals for us at the heavyweight. And I think that about does it for this morning as far as what we're going to have. Like we said, great morning. Hopefully this afternoon's just as nice. We'll be back here a little before 2 o'clock with the introductions and stuff like that. So until then, thank you for everything. We will see you then.